think my eyelashes are a little frosty. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Alicia here. Today I am hoping to take you along on a little day hike that we're doing up here in the Adirondacks. The reason I say hoping to take you along is because the temperature, according to my car, is currently it's 10 a.m. and it's negative 12 air temperature at the trailhead. With the wind chill, I think that was estimated just in general being, I don't know, minus 20, minus 30 wind chill, depending on, you know, the wind speeds or whatever. But we were going to do a 20-mile day today and get a Adirondack high peak, Allen Mountain, but we decided to not do that peak just because 20 miles is a long day. You know, we were looking at 12 hours or so out in these frigid temps. So we changed our plans and we're just doing at least one, hopefully, Lake Placid Niner, Mount Van Hoevenberg. And if we're still feeling good and we, you know, aren't freezing, there's also another one just down the way, a little further up this road. There's another trailhead called the Adirondack Lodge. And it's like a 2-mile round trip hike to another Lake Placid Niner called Mt Jo. Hopefully I'll be able to take you guys along. Depends, you know, if my phone stays alive. I know this cold is probably going to drain my battery fast. So fingers crossed I get to share some footage with you. All right, see ya. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. We are here. We just walked like a quarter mile from the car. We're at the Van Hoevenberg turnoff and definitely feeling good about our decision to change plans. So I don't know, what is it, like 2 miles? 2.2 to the summit. It's only like 740 feet of gain. So definitely greatly reducing the time that we're out today in these frigid -degree temperatures. All right, I'll try to check in later. Say hi. All right, so what are we, like 1.5 miles in probably?
Yeah.
And as you can see, the goggles came down, mostly just for the sun. It's, you know, really bright, reflecting off the snow. And then you saw my eyelashes were getting frozen, so that will help with that as well. We have a little over a half mile to go till the summit. I think we're both feeling pretty warm and good. The only spot on me that's slightly cold is the fronts of my thighs. Everywhere else is actually pretty hot. Like, I'm feeling a little sweaty on the face, and I think Jordan and I are both sweaty on our backs. But we don't really want to delayer because then we'll probably get cold elsewhere. So we just have to manage that and make sure when we're stopping it's not for too long, so that sweat doesn't get too cold. But so we're going to keep moving here. And if I don't check in before the summit, I'll check in on the summit, pending my cell phone battery is still good. All right, check in later. Bye. We are at 2 miles. So we have like a quarter mile to the summit. My goggles were getting all steamy on the inside because the bottom vents froze up and I'm producing so much heat. So I took them off for now. I have a pair of backup sunglasses in my pack if it's too sunny and I need eye protection. But we are gonna push. There's Jordan. We're gonna push the next quarter mile to the summit and I'll check in there. I think this is just a lookout because it looks like the trail still goes up right there, but how freaking gorgeous are the Adirondack Mountains. All right, we are here at the summit of Mount Van Hoevenberg. I can't see anything because my sunglasses are all fogged up. Yeah, I'm having issues with my eyewear today. I guess I'm just putting off way too much heat for how cold it is. We just encountered a group of like 6 or 7 people from New Jersey and here locally that were out hiking today. But yeah, I'll give you some looks of the views if I can find the stop button. All right, here are some views from Mount Van Hoevenberg. I'm really bad at identifying peaks, but I believe we probably have like Cascade, Porter, if I'm...
No, they're behind us.
Oh, those are behind us. So what are we looking at? Maybe like Marcy, Phelps, Tabletop, that direction?
How about I pull up the peak finder?
Look at how pretty these trees are. Just coated with this layer of frosty snow. I just love winter hiking because it's just like a freaking winter wonderland. Let me zoom out. All right, this is a little better. You can get a little better idea of just how beautiful this is. We're gonna just chill for a couple minutes, not too long because it's cold still, and then we'll start heading back down. Jordan is eating and drinking, and it's getting cold just standing here, so I'm dancing to stay warm because this guy, aka snack break, always has to take a freaking snack break, and I spend half my life waiting for him. Isn't that true?
No.
It's true. All right, we almost ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we are probably like, I don't know, a mile maybe from the car. We're back in the flat section, in the trees, so it's shaded. But overall, yeah, it wasn't a bad day. I think we both stayed pretty warm. We do have a decision to make when we get back to the car about whether we want to hike Mt Jo or not. I don't know what time it is at the moment, but we'll decide when we get back to the car. All right, we decided to go for Mt Jo, and instead of driving my car like half a mile down the road to a different trailhead that we have to pay $10 for.
I think it's closer to a mile.
A mile? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why didn't we drive?
Because it's nice to be outside.
Anyway, we're walking the road instead of driving because you have to pay $10 to park at this other trailhead. And yeah, we're going for Mt Jo. It's only like 12:30. And it's a 2-mile hike. So we still have plenty of time. Alrighty. All right, we are officially at the Mt Jo trailhead. We walked in just a little bit from the main pathway leading out of the lodge. You can see here, we came in the road to the lodge, walked from the lodge on that yellow dotted line, and now we're on the red dotted line. We're taking the short trail up to the summit, and we'll be taking that same trail down, and then walking back to the lake, and then about a mile walk back on the road to our car. And here's a PSA for you. If you're gonna winter hike, don't even bother buying these crappy shoe spikes or shoe cleats or whatever you want to call them from Amazon. As you can tell, they're hung here because they're absolutely useless for hiking. They're great for walking in your driveway or, you know, in a parking lot or something. But if you're gonna hike in the winter and you want traction other than snowshoes, Catula or Hillsound microspikes are the way to go. Don't bother with this crap. All right, so we just stopped to put on our microspikes. Jordan and I both have the Hillsound trail crampons. They're really just microspikes. We were bare booting it for a little bit, but there was some ice on the trail, so we figured we were carrying them, we might as well put them on. We wore snowshoes on the first hike today, but this trail is super trafficked, so we ditched our snowshoes at the car before we headed over here. So we don't have too much further to go, and despite the cold, it's a beautiful bluebird sunny day, and yeah, we're having a good time despite the cold temps. So I'm glad that we still came out. guys, we are here at the summit of Mt Jo. It is our second Lake Placid niner for the day. It is beautiful up here. You can see behind me a bunch of Adirondack high peaks in the distance. The sun is shining. It's still cold and I'm still having eyewear issues. But this was a short, quick little jaunt up here. It was steep, I mean, because it's so short. We had a lot of elevation to cover in a short distance, but it was fun. And we're gonna head back down here in just a minute and get out of the cold and get back to our car and turn on some heat. And then tonight we have Patriots at Bills. Playoff game 1. Go Bills. Chiming back in here because snack break is having more food because he just can't wait 2 miles to get back to the car to eat. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm snack break.
You got snot all down your face.
I can't even see. I have icicles in my eyelashes.
All right. I'll check back in at the car, and then hopefully if there's no one at the parking lot, we'll do a video just so I can show you what all I'm wearing to stay warm in sub-zero temperatures in the Adirondack high peak region. And if you don't see that video, it's because there was people in the trailhead and I was too self-conscious to film it. So stay tuned, maybe. All right, guys, real quick, we're back to the car and I want to talk about what I'm wearing for a sub-zero winter hike. So starting on my feet, I have Salomon, I think they're like Gore-Tex women's boots. Super warm, kept my feet warm and dry all day. And then I have some Injinji toe sock liners with Smartwool ski socks over them. On my legs, underneath, I have a Patagonia like microgrid type base layer legging. And then over, these are Mammut Tatramar mountaineering pants. They have built-in gaiters and they do vent on the side if I got hot, but today I didn't use those. And then my top layer here, on the very bottom, I have a Patagonia R1 hoodie. Super warm, love those. And then underneath this black jacket, I have a fleece Eddie Bauer zip up hooded jacket. And then this here is a black hooded North Face soft shell jacket that I've had for a really long time. All 3 of these layers kept my upper half really cozy all day. I wasn't cold at all in my upper half. On my hands, I switched out between, I have a pair of North Face liner gloves, just a thin, lightweight liner glove that I wore on the ascents. These are the Black Diamond Mercury mitts. Very, very, very warm. They're great for mountaineering and they were great today. And then up here on my head, so I do have goggles, which I know that was a whole thing today that they froze up and I didn't get to use them. But I've got goggles. I have just a like cotton beanie. Under that, I have the hood for my R1 hoodie. You can see it right here, pulled up. And then this right here is a full face balaclava that pulls over my head. It's got like a hood to it, goes over my face, my ears, my mouth. That kept my face warm all day. It's fleece lined on the inside. And then right here, I have just a extra turtle fur neck gaiter that I pulled up over my face. Like if my nose got cold or I felt like I need a little bit warmth. So that's the general gist of what I wore today. I stayed warm all day. Like I said, the only parts of me that got slightly cold were the tops of my thighs. Otherwise, I was great. Jordan, what do you say? Let's get some pizza and beer.
Yes.
Okay.